Good afternoon, people of God. The topic I would like to speak today: why people that God call end up being poor. God don't want you to be a poor wise man, a man that give good advice, pray for others, and at the end of the day, you cannot pay school fees as a man of God. You cannot pay your bills as a man of God. That's not God's fault. That doesn't mean that you are not called. It only means that you were foolish. You are too sentimental. You lost and wasted opportunities. You ignore instructions. They were there in the Bible. They were there when you were called. That's the truth. Somebody may say that you are talking proud. No, it's not being proud. It's not being arrogant. It's not being whatever you may call it. It's just reality because of the way the children and the church and your family will suffer. The name that you are called. And not that you are not really called. Not that you are lying that God called you. But because you are not ready to listen to the truth. Men like Pastor A. Adeboye and Oyedepo, I took my time for over 20 years to listen to them. These are wise men. I not because they are educated. No. The lack of that education to Babalola affected him. Yes. But not because they went to school, no. They schooled themselves. These men sat down and asked 3 things to their calling. And these are what is very important: personal revelation, personal understanding of God, personal encounter with God, which everybody must have. Báwo ni Ọlọ́run ṣe ní kó ṣe? Báwo ló ṣe gbé ilé lọ́wọ́? And that's how you see that no matter how close Baba Adeboye and Oyedepo are, they are not running their ministry the same way. But that doesn't make them enemy. That's what they call a personal encounter, a personal instruction that God gives to you. Baba Oyedepo may be using, do feet washings, doing this. Adeboye may not do. You don't just be comparing, don't just be mimicking somebody. What in your place of encounter can you want by so? What did they say to you? How did they ask you to be doing it? Number 1, very important. Number 2, you can't just wake up and say you want to build a 10-story building. Learn from the professionals. Sit them down. There are books you need to read. Don't say it's only Bible. No, you will just be a colossal failure. Choose books of some beautiful writers and see the way they went about their achievements. See them, and this is why these men are too intelligent. I have a lot of respect for them. That no pastor, no man of God all over the world that can beat the set of men of God we have in Nigeria. Why? We are well grown. Do you see what that 5 people are doing? Baba Adeboye, Oyedepo, Christ Embassy, Mountain of Fire, and Ambassador Shimolu. Those guys, these are personal build men. It's not government. They were not sponsored by government. These are men that started with nothing. So why are you criticizing them? Why are you talking against them? So they have structures. They have structures. That in that structure, they started growing. Have you entered Redeem Camp before? Have you entered Una's camp, ground before? Have you entered Mountain of Fire? Have you entered all these guys? They are not just using common sense. No. They are genius. Put them in America, they will do it. Matthew not doing it in London. Even won a case against a British government. I give it to them. This new generation, stop attacking Father. Learn from them. Learn the way these people sat down and construct their life. And they were climbing as it was going. Nobody is perfect, nobody is God. Even when somebody called Jesus a righteousness, nobody is holy except God. Only man. So nobody is holy except God. The doctrines of their churches, I may not agree, but that doesn't make them weakling or bad or wicked. No. They have the reason of embarking on such doctrine. They have their reason. We that we're not doing this and that, we suffer for it today. When they will say, don't marry, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, it's because of you don't give human being such a freedom, they will abuse it. You may say that I can undo it. All of others that want to copy you, what they use it to destroy their life. So these people are so disciplined enough that many of the things that they decided to put as a doctrine is what people are speaking against today. And the third thing that these people have, apart from the personal revelations and picking books to build the structures of their life, they are disciplined people of prayers and fasting. They have prophetic prayers that God gives to them on their needs. These people encounter powers. These people move mountains. Don't try it by going to altar and go and start church. When people started, they will eat you raw. If you are not a man of prayer and fasting, a man that carry God, they will eat you up. In that 86, 85, 84, that the boy went to Ibadan Express Road. Those are the dens of thick armed robbers, deadly armed robbers. It takes a man that carry grace and power to stay there alone and bring in nations. So don't. I've seen a lot of people in their 50s, in their 60s, and they are frustrated because you don't build structures. There was no structures. You just think that I will just be preaching. I will enter into tomorrow. It's not like that. You can't enter tomorrow like that. You prepare for it. It's a step by step, precept upon precept, line upon line. Here a little, there a little. The structure you don't put in place, you can't get it tomorrow. It's just like our children that will give birth to, and you just lock your child inside the room and you say you want that child to become a lawyer or a doctor. Oh, you enroll them in the school, you pay school fees, you buy them books. That's a lot of money. So that you are building structures. It's the same thing about ministry, about how you want your future to be. What is the future? What is the structure you are building now? What is the structure you are building for your tomorrow? Because that tomorrow is just here. When was it that we were 20? When was it that we were 30? When was it that we were 40? Now we are 50. What structure are you building towards your 60? Towards your 70? Before it will suddenly land on you. And you'll be thinking it's one of them, one of your father's house that did not allow you to make it. A lot of preachers, a lot of people that go and call, wasted many opportunities. And they end up frustrated. They end up, you may not because you pastored 100, 200, that make some you may pastor 100 and you be the richest man on earth. And all your 100 members are billionaires. So it's not about the crowd. Even 100 is a crowd. 50 is a crowd already. So it's not about are you talking that